Okay. Say. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay. Shall we be a CBBA boko? Be a hoye.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So, in times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. Welcome to Paradigm Shift. My name is PATRIK BARFI. We talk about how ebetimi aboa wo ama wetimi a shift and also wetimi a change your life, your quality of life drastically. We talk more about how ebetimi a shift your paradigm. Any bi bekasa amra shifting a paradigm nneɛma etimi aboa no nneɛma obetimi di aboa ye. No ɛna ɛnɛ ɛba bɛka ho asɛm. Minua wɔ hɔ.
Yes, sir. No.
But your introduction kakra na ɛnim sɛ yɛnim deɛ by introduction kakra na yɛmfa mfiri ha do.
Yeah, into me the Augustus Boating. Me a software architect and engineer. Also overall, I'm an entrepreneur. So thank you for having me.
Yo, I'm saying the other day, Kasai, the same thing basically, but I say also breaking it down. Now you need to meet say because I don't know, yeah, and I saw more US and I'm on the phone call especially you say reach out to more Ghana. The never be discuss it. The class I will introduce in the quite be first one. The first of all, no, emphasis send a class next year. Say a class or person with the boy software. You know, say that American share. That industry is making a lot of millionaires. And if you fit into data, na enye bibia as a juma nkwa also the kwaye juma nkwa betimi abo so many ways, even if one you so nkwa juma no kra na so so me etiase say betimi abo because in ya na adwin say oh I'm going to go take this program na me de kwaye juma maybe I will be bibi kra na betimi abo dada. First of all when kase dey na inspire e ma wutimi start say oh ye bibi say put two classes together betimi abo.
Yeah, we said in this me starting in the industry, I said the challenges I'm a fair once and a museum the minim my baby I'm one just thinking about that, gave me the idea. So I mean, Mrs. things in such a way I make my other people are mobile after me, so a path will be easier. For example, no school, no teacher be a computer science teacher after class, because those days, but me drive, say me very passionate about learning. But every day after school, be after class, now I'm about 20 to 30 minutes. Not for the questions, no church no much them. With that, me free school and I'm a baby in business. I'm start an internship program. I'm high school students, college students, normal about me on be internship. So be internship no my company at now college at the school my credit. Except so I take an elective school. Me who say sad na me na bwanko for was students be omu wie e be adwuma etimi konya adwuma wɔ NASA be Nancy Accra in the last 2 years, and I'm back across Google, being Microsoft. I mean, and these the first two, the one when Microsoft, NASA, no high school students. Oh, the guidance I mean, the mom kakran even more parents cried every out at Damasi those days, you know. I mean, this is 2014, as I'm American. 2014, 2015, as I'm me perceive me in such a way makes me reaching more people. I mean, more people that we are interested in software, becoming a software engineer. No.
Yo, it's my Bibi Kakra. So there are so many. I think when it comes to people taking classes, and I say I'm out for building these classes and all that. I'm saying right now there are so many of them out there. They are unique from other people, no. And they are made to say we want more so go through class in Ukraine. I go on Juma. Also idea. It is will be back through Hansa. Then the between Abuan Amana. Many of the other parts, you can the other part because yeah, when you said the adrenal of the year, and yes, will be now quite Juman to the end tackle that part in fact. The NMA look different, and apart from that, so the NMA will be good through hence and ma be all pay Jumana and yet yes, at least with me, I move forward.
Yeah, so we said in this my interview about let's say about 150 software engineers. When I was 2022. Yes, I don't know. US haven't said the second largest IT recruiting firm. No, like their main technical screener. Pretty much meaning that all recruiting company, you know, ever will be out or no better the old kind of so based on the resume, you know, or check your resume and I feel what test to. I heard said the old kind of so the no my recommendations that we said in the I'm gonna pass a resume to the clients. Into the main person on the Microsoft technology side now. Let me interview architects, engineers, I mean, entry level, mid level, senior level. And so I think that mommy unique. Also, so I've been on both sides of the aisle. For many years, I've had my own startup, my own tech startup, my own business. I've done consulting. And see, I know how. I mean, quite a bit to me apply this type of skill set, you know, right? So many different ways. And see, if you go through my program, how to understand idea or not, just because if you hold my idea, but we hold my own to me, right? For example, said me no kasa Seattle. It will say so to be so to me can say just easy with no pressure. This is the main focus at me. I say if you come through the program now, you know, wow, and also so it's not just the learning but the application of it. You know, say industry where we say no more used to say until you yes, projects, right? Into Usian projects, no mind. You best solve real world problems. Not into some project near we are with me, with me. You can speak about the project. What church the moon? I didn't know use technology. We didn't know use way say. Into that way, no, no interview no. Obi who said unim the oh yeah. That's what the all kind of say.
In other words, I say. Even though no, I feel no, but I said the project they said we Juma no already. If you go interview, I say be a DM project that will be to talk about.
And also no, maybe my approach in this. So we Juma software company, and I say we Juma baby. Now we are part of the IT team. Typically, no, yeah, you check. We say team Mishia yɛkyɛ adwuma no mu nti biribiara ni a ebia ebi obi yɛ the front end obi ɔno yɛ back end obi ɔyɛ database but yɛn nyinaa yɛhyia nti wei no the idea is that me breaky team students ni nyinaa no I'll put them into a team nti de bia no project once you start to see a project no ho adwuma na we'll be having our daily stand up every time we meet and we'll have the stand up now for be my updates so okay when I'm here ho adwuma when I say abia you're struggling typically I'm from the rocks so rocks which is what you're struggling on nti so obi ya di na abia ayena din as bibia you know you can speak up at that time and the team will we said see how we can help you.
Okay.
Nti it's just the person kofonya the real world experience. When you have the real world experience, even though you're learning, we said we're putting you into the environment. It's like you're being in the environment. And you're remote. This is all online.
Yeah.
You know, you were saying classes now. You can get a job remote job and on said no during the class and so I don't know I think that the real world experience, the communication, interview preparation, I'm combining all these different over the years into one program in the course of 12 weeks.
Okay. I would say the first one media be frame no can say I'm say now the whole thing look very, very interesting the way we're talking. And one cause I should catch him say you say Patrick what who say I say your community no when they can say IT pay now will be hard to see baby back pay. But who say idea to see crown a bit me up organ and be bree. You said yeah Emma elaborate number be bree. The same question and the first one and the panny bisam say who say I said the interview was fine. I said the no person what test by the honors when ye you know or no cry request to see any people say or pursue who say or no asibia a cuckoo farmer. That's what pursue take a class ibia a dear never one or no anasa asibia ubia or wabusu kaya or ton car parts. A dear na will take a class we bit me abuano. Ubia mami be or be a new amitomuko say or buana manayi mukuno and as would be a bunch of food dear ne bit me abuano. In say other parts ne dear said in a captain will be adrian alcohol. Hey, media wo cheche ma elaborate and I say elaborate na sanko for the advantage no meet me so take class be say.
Yeah. I mean so said me kind last time no right now no classes is mainly for Obia engineer. But so if we're talking about ABI solutions, ABI pharma and I said specific industries I mean, there's so many different things a bit in my ear, right? So what's your skill sets we are? Let's say what's your skill sets we now open get into farming and you want to use your skills to help you in farming. In that case, then ABI farming, or more different types of normal mujia. And more planting season, harvest season. But in between, from the point that you plant to the point that you reap, there's some things that needs to be done, right? In between.
Guso, the fertilizer,
into way even with AI crown, which were later on about adding AI courses to help people get into AI and normal. But right now, using AI for farming, let's say for example, ABI, UGBB, side chrono, it should never dry out. Maybe it needs to have moisture, right? And see, what you can do this is basic AI functionality. We set up things in such a way we say the AI you're keeping track of the temperature every day. Maybe I will. And see, at the point temperature maybe a temperature not drop and as humidity it drop to a certain level. Now your ABI or sprinklers. As soon as temperatures it reach a threshold now, a bit master sprinklers now. Now for at the same time, machine and also so ABI is tracking how much in soil or BBI or planting them. Immediately it gets
the
to
quantity,
that level.
The quantity of water you need for maybe a particular plant.
Yes.
Now the whole your friends land. Okay.
Into so BBI measure side now. It do honor now I cutting it off. Into as you're doing that, AI can keep track of what's happening. So okay, plants way on this day, see. Into the AI can predict and say, hey, by the time it's time to harvest, plant we can look this like this, or it will come out like this, or it will produce this amount of fruit, or and when it comes to this, there's so many solutions. I mean, Mimi say, I've worked across so many sectors, so many industries. I mean, Charlie, there's so many solutions. I think that anybody that's we are all pet like, I also do consulting. So we are all pet like a specific answers be or questions be answered. They can reach out to me. But I mean, we don't. It's my boy. Any and everybody will be no matter the business I will. And another thing I will kind of say. Usually, will be on my mostly uncle for you can't a IT. I'm afraid that IT is one thing. And one thing. The software side, is like it's like a jungle. So many different things on that side. Maybe the focus is to get you into the software side of building and creating, and I mean the idea is to help people foster their innovative side of things. So me planted those seeds, into my students. Always look for the opportunity.
And now can say sometimes it's not this is the skill, the way you solve problems. And even if you go through this laboratory kakra, they say even if you go through this, it helps you to be able to solve problems, those things.
Yeah. So on the you go school usually when I take class mostly they focus on theory. Mostly it's like the conceptual side more they focus on, and then you have the practical side. Into obi take class to understand the conceptual side and say okay I do a how can it benefit us, how can we use it, but the doing obi for obi amanaye so I think that at the high level is okay, these are the capabilities of AI. Which may use AI, you say AI, which may say AI, which may say. Into when you're thinking about business, who name the possibilities of AI? So okay, which may use AI, you say. Now, so obey any idea with my phobia. No, I am. Like I said, AI, and some AI courses be free just to get our people up to speed on that. But yeah.
Would you say because of the skill set was having anyhow bit me help you for solving issues, because all these businesses all is taking care of issues, problems, solve problems there.
Yes.
It's near Fukuya dream class say obe de kwako pay juma nkwa name we betimi aboa for your development for bibia we bia kra no unya that skill na ka ho betimi aboa, right? Okay, it's emphasis betimi I describe be say that key learning path our way. So what kakra about that, about the soft and the back?
Yeah. So we're saying to say last time you used Uber as an example. And then I use Facebook as an example. Into Facebook, when Facebook so the whole screen is mostly no front end developer the we say me so, and I said when information back maybe I'll go will be Facebook page information there, but if you baby, if you back end, on the back end developer, to help you get information. Also, the data, the way our data, I structure data, to be able to save the data and bring it back to, say see battle. So I don't know. So maybe a more console no my browser move that moko Facebook page, not Facebook. So it will be your console now. Now called network. I said so many, we call it calls. So many requests are being made to Facebook's backend APIs. And I don't know the backend developer and structuring of the data. I don't know database developer and I say sometimes it's full stack. That I did back on the bigger the company is, the more specialized they require people to be. And you say if it's a small team, for example, if it's a small team, who said I'm more full stack for BBA. But because I'm also have the ability to do everything, work independently if needed. Mm-hmm. But if it's let's say it's a bank, bank, we say in this conform investment side, side line of business might have about maybe 4 or 5 different teams that are all working on different parts of investing. So to the insurance side, they might have 4 or 5 different groups. That's also on what you say. Also a mortgage. The 3 sides that we're focusing, or the 4 sides that we're focusing on, the front end developer, back end, and then your database developer, and the full stack. Into the full stack, into BBI, me a full stack. Into full stack means you ultimately design the database and things, the back end, APIs, server, DevOps. I mean, just all the different things from idea to delivery of the solution. Full stack is involved every step.
Wow. It's share with this process now, can you say saving crown will be if I say mason, Ghana can say mason, and I say contracts building houses near there. All these programs say BBA take between a bomb more develop yes, somebody page because first of all we be amazing for no crime because short more sometimes a very technical and the structure more use your honey and shut down could be breed near the house it's animal in probably have more take that programs maybe to more across animal between you had with this training now but how are you going to put this kind of software in practice, such as SDL, C, and the solid principles? How is it going to go hand in hand? I bet me a for development for something.
Yeah, was it didn't say I'm glad so you brought up Mason also like the way I use Ifie, so BC as an analogy for building software. Into the same way our architect a design for Ifie, it's the same way I also software architect also be design for software Into on your blueprint foundation. And you're on the back of she's bricks and then on my bricks. That's on the back of to be, but on no layout, the approach, acquire also more fast to see dying to get the end result. It is the same thing with software. Until it will be all free. If I say be a construction, that's a several mason. This industry will be easy for them. The only difference in this that your vocabulary and terminologies the different and
very different, but
very different. But I think that conceptually, building how you build things, is the same. Like I'll give you an example. So obesity fear, you just use Sufi as an example. So ubi Sifia a nice apartment building. So be see apartment building at and sana be will be apartment you have to go through the main door, right?
Mm-hmm.
The building door. I know you're similar to your login in system, security system, or identity management system. Until like local Facebook SWAT. Before you can go on your Facebook page or see anything, you go to login. Mm-hmm. Into that login, and also the same thing at the apartment, I just will be BO and I say, oh, key, I bet my room. Okay. Then from there, to get into the apartment, and also, you say that you have to have a key, right? You have to have a key to get into the apartment, or it's a key fob, and I said the end, or maybe access code. In the software, and it's still the same thing. I don't know. So even though you logged into Facebook, and a lot of people don't know this, but who log into Facebook app, you don't have full access to Facebook. You have full access to certain things. Mm-hmm. So the average person has, I don't know specifically the name of the role, but there's roles. Into just a just maybe a profile, right? Mm-hmm. Only page. Right, so we'll page out. You have access to see your pages. So we'll profile on Quan. You have one profile. It's the same thing as OSC Dine. Every step of the way, and somebody else will be for an yes, it's a if I say the login page, there's typically a different team that's working on login and the security team, right? And I say even Grass the full stack guys or certain team builds everything out. There's typically one person that is specializing in the security side of things. And also, so if you'll be Tiana, we are into software already. Now, you make an OT that. We say one thing I bet you and say OIDC and the OAuth2. This is top of the line security, industry protocol. We are for building enterprise level software. Yeah.
Okay. It looks as if the Canano, who say episode, which I said, yes, yen take class no for the quiet Juman, they will beat me a boy we are say, and then Yama, especially because you keep on telling me the same thing. And say last year, say, oh, forgot about okay, say, Joe. We share them because as I'm food neglected, but if you say no, a BB, almost the cat, and so many things. The skill set, no quack cry. Differently. The way I name I say this is very simple. Yeah, never getting to be. I've said, if it's my life, it's so easy. Even class, yeah, what your crassy was high enough. Okay, if I said, can a student as an individual, a student take like an individual class, such as ETML, CCS, NSI, or different saying, how and stand out that course, and that's a bit benefited the development of their journey.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, HTML, my CSS, those are the foundation. Yeah, and there's the basic. Again, it's we AC down. That's it. The HTML is the very basic. And I don't know. Yeah, it's important that if front end developer, but it'll be all like ABI back end. HTML don't mean nothing to them. But Ghana trip on our canon. Because Ghana the was like I said it's almost like can't about how much BBL can be Ghana the antisel how the antisel I don't move say move no, it was said we have to be systematic. It will say to me a build structures. And right now, so you're penny moon with the infant say be 50 and up. Charlie, the best thing to do is invest in one child. Just invest in a child that can I contribute to the economy. Because I said, yeah, usually, Ghana for share and that type of benefit instead of thinking long term, because Brony bet made the idea, no, they plant things for like 10, 50, 20 years. But Ghana, but plant it next month for open the benefit. And see, I will say, yeah, things in such a way out. We're thinking about the youth in the future. Learning software, there's so many things that's being mismanaged in Ghana. There's so many things that's being mishandled. And to say our systems in place are, I mean, you which may reduce waste, which may keep track of things, which me I manage it and right? Because when you say we manage it, oh yeah, for good system yeah, system yes, will be about change data, no a benefit on the bush for us, but so a system, especially I think so. A system for like ABI oversight. I think Ghana so BBL so they should have an independent oversight committee. Oh, and you say it's a software and so so last time mobile I must say a good system your mama report to mobile our system the system can make recommendations say hey I do say oh indeed or say a system base. If not at 10 biano, you can see the adrenaline ABBR, into them rough on a BT, because Bronino non person BBR good adrenaline. On no family trips, no call, maybe a cost today, could die, and you could no, no, only trim. Those memories, no, some kite. Oh,
not say magicians, they are being because we should easy. Anyway,
I think that. I think that's if only said enough people to take my class. Is she said how to build the software in Kwan, but as Obia, I've been building software for about 14 years now. And as Obia, I've been in the industry, and the train of thought I want to put that into my students. I mean, already, I've been able to do that with a few people I'm be taking my class. And that's with some internship. And I think that there's a shift that needs to happen, and it starts by looking at problems as opportunities. Oh, a crime based on a side way, of course, there will be complaining about meet me a problem if you are not.
And you strongly believe, say, with bringing this, tech would take this course now, the skill set near and they the thinking, critical thinking, what's that name, how solving issues, cry no bit me. You believe, say, even say, if you say when you now want me cry now, try so be investing a cry be say bit I didn't put to about that community, so we never be sa cry now. Me and dream say Juma de Bequa Juma, Nemo, while between the Sukra, the Aboa community at your name to ye. Yeah. Apart from that, what kind of influence, what kind of support now offer, outside the class?
Yeah, so interview prep, because me say the way I measure success, so if I'm successful is by how many and for said I'm about the class number to me ejuma. And don't know me measuring stick I measure my success. Obiano, you interview prep, resume building, and also once you start your Juma, maybe for a certain period of time, say if you're running into issues or challenges, and yes, maybe Juma, but I can help you think about just think about the problem at hand or what you're doing, because again, the person minyankofwa ombeba abesua no more make it when you better quality of life, especially so abusia. I mean, it's very important. Not what me I take care of your family. Yeah, and mentorship, interview prep, Yeah, I mean, I think that's it pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And share so we share, right? We share the way a community near the city. I did about which a BBB I'm saying no, I can watch them so many times. When I had the background. I mean, guys here will be a many business that many any risk or a business that. Apart from that, we are very good friends. Yeah, they be no catch me about how we. Okay, BBB na a consent power about partnership. They be aka say most of the things that you are highest are the intimate partner and then I said is through your home and as your home cries yeah in dino crane but me I say in taking this communication teamwork and then between abo ama sad na etimi anya ama etimi e dia adwuma.
Yeah, I think your community, on set with you, I mean, I hate to say it the way I'm going to say it, but on set, time booms are Ghana for about to get the power as a community is when a year back. Oh,
And that
it
part
shouldn't be like that.
chilling.
It shouldn't be like that. Oh, I will say, so be so be not the crony a good thing, constructive. So I time to also as a community to help that person up. Not time no be a wuna. Oh, me kona yiri be no be ako friend tomani no. I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. Say, we shouldn't. So you don't be a year. But what I'm saying is that I was say as a community, we have to be solution based and then business oriented enough. Because Ghana need be the Juma also be bana. So I best say no. So we buy a deal instead of say. And as so be a Juma, who will be so I could be the same thing. Or who's away ye been to know so be. Instead of saying so, Charlie, no who the no, I can't benefit my wow. Because the whole thing says oh buana, oh wow. I mean, we a basic fundamental say oh bo be a man in your scale. Also so wow. Because unless so pakona oh buana no stingy dia. I know that's a different story. But I mean, but I think that at the core, there's a trust issue within the community. Because as soon as you start saying a partnership, me, my dear, but at the same time, no, so Bruni ne buy because a partnership out, Ghana need dream cat. I don't know, so I don't know who Bruni said Bruni and Yami and I said yeah, but I think that we have to start supporting each other. And with an internet maker said my structure, my class, in such a way where you as a team. And with that means that we're relying on each other. And I didn't know yesterday project nearby, it's not like say me the project I show on Sana or Nipa Bakon yet. No. You bet him into say no person A, person B, Juma, because Obia contribution is different. It is a moment to me and work it together and I'm keep good communication between each other. And I didn't successful. You all failed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if person B did his great because that's how software is. Say, I'm gonna build the software and it come on after the login system, no any Juma. Obia to me used to because at that point, I didn't know it's not secure.
Yeah.
And as I said, on Paco build a back end, no. So, we say to say front end Juma BBI come on back end in your Juma umia login na they no espinesa and ko baby useless. Into I think that trust, communication, and sometimes it's all about intention because you'll be on that sometimes we're not intentional. We just to see what you're doing. But I think that inherently, we all, people are good people, like inherently, most people are good people. And sometimes we just have to have a way to figure it out. If it's not working out, But I think that partnership is a big thing that for our country and us as a people to move forward.
This, taking this program, will force you one, trust. They say they kind and say, oh, back, na me wa front, now we na say your body is not still na run yeah. And you have to trust you. Hey, and you know, and you know, say me die na be and we at the end, you know, failure. We have to communicate. Those are the things why here. And program not before so as why teamwork, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Right. And okay, that's okay. And here, another thing is about confidence. You know, be confident. Then a bit my boy say take this I'm confident.
Yeah, I think it's a communication. Because once Omoka said obi ufi obi no or start kasa and that they all can like and if they're confident or they know what they're talking about. And I yes your industry no so unim kasa and yes obe kasa obe yeah, and yes boys and kasa nibi we know kasa you have to speak eloquently and be able to explain things so that people can understand you. I know that like there are people sometimes they'll say like when I used to interview people, so I know what I'm talking about, but I can't explain it. No, that's not gonna fly.
That's not enough.
Yeah, percent me in such a way. Number one, communication. I don't know. Be honest. Oh, that's another problem too. Ghana for you NTBBSia, you Pharisee, Becassia, and Tiasia. So on Tiasia, no one can better than who's on Tiasia near church much. Until you have to be able to, or confidence, you should be able to. I mean, this is confidence at a basic level. You know, on TBBSia, you should be able to speak up and say, "In two way asset near church room." But all in all, I think the communication is key. I mean, instead of making that's going to be one of my main focus outside of the technical side, because if you don't have a team that's good at communicating, I mean, you don't really have a good team. When there's bad communication, things can fall apart quickly because they're struggling on one section of the app that on Tiasia said that section is very critical to what we're building. On Tiasio, so they make me research behind the scenes. Oh, Minko Busania, you know, you free send me name the me. And then last minute, times do so on finished product nimra. I feel all by say, oh, I didn't need you money. No, I think the communication is the number one thing that I'll say that we're gonna work on, and also again, being able to trust your team members. Be able to have confidence in your team members to deliver, so yeah.
And one more question for you. It's a different thing from here, but before then, advice been now for a ma or will be our starting, and as will be all start from the scratch, and as will be a sort of transition, and I say will be what software what drew baby. So go so connecting so on connecting. She started from starting from the scratch. And your transition.
Yeah, so we will be new to software development and also IT crowd now. I think my main thing is also you'll be resilient, like or should I say consistent. And yes, I feel now odo na be seen soon ma say
testing the waters.
Yeah, also it was like you have to come with a vision for yourself. So GD software engineer. Now say architect or whatever. You need to come in with that mindset. You have to be dedicated to learning. Because your industry, every 6 months it changes. So the emphasis at 3 to 6 months. Something new. And it's not like say, build it app. Most people don't know this, but build it app. It's not just, for example, Facebook, so it's just Facebook that you see. Behind the scenes, there's so many things going on behind the scenes. So many, different type of database, front end framework, D&D, just that server, you have to be somebody that love to learn, and you're gonna dedicate your life to learning. Into what about in from scratch, no? Also, what Vim, who knew Vim, just look for something else. But so you need Vim, and now you have to be self-disciplined. And try more being way. For example, who taking my class? I mean, the way I'm going to do my class is the same way my teacher taught me. Yeah, not the same way I'm even on my right. So my teacher said in those days, your class no, hey, this go to this page. On my answer, he gives you the answer to like how to build the app. Solution is there. On the other side, and then I didn't hear
do answer no.
That's it. Me say it's going to be a little mix of that and my own little twist. But at the end of the day, you have to be self-driven, self-motivated. So, I mean, but don't expect anybody to. So we are being also. And phobia, if I say maybe you free different, maybe you're already in tech. I mean, if you're, for example, I got a guy that right now he's interested in joining. He's a cybersecurity guy, and I mean, he's heard of a lot of the things that I'm looking to teach, but he just has no clue, right? And just stay curious, right? Stay curious, stay hungry, and come in with the drive. Be persistent on say. Master. In the beginning, it's not going to be easy. Nothing is easy because if it was easy, I would be a baby. Until over time, practice. Nah, over time you will get it. I mean, in Kwalakra, my children programming at a conceptual level. To your penny more.
I mean, I'm say you know about glorious. Friends say, Mark, I see why you ready. So we go under this training. What do I do? I'm saying the number net for so Mark. And Timesa they are to subim. And I say emails necessary, get in touch now. Gas no be started in come on. Why? Because of
I mean, I think that's a good question. We're sitting to say, also may you free discovery call. Into after listening to this, for more information or for advice, should they do front end? Should they do back end? Should they do data? Because not everybody is fit for the front end. Not everybody is fit for the back end. Not everybody is fit for we say data side or even DevOps, right? If you get in touch, we can talk about what you're interested in. What are your strengths? They have an eye for design. Mimi say I don't have an eye for design. Maybe the algorithm, the complicated stuff no beyond pen. But I still do front end when I need to. If you get on a call, I can go into detail, answer any questions, and also share some recommendations.
Mark, and number no hano emails ne number obetimi get in touch and I'm the to sociano. Get in touch now. Gas no one started in your way. And I said them kind of handle the or handle paradigm shift and you try to see change, the information the why now there are new informations out there, say kind of the your friends say tough love the kind or say the illiterates or your friends and I say those that learn continue to learn in times of change the world. The world now is so beautiful. Just as you say, I say feel say almost we started to the end that's team and these are information that you hear and you kind of cry and she say tech maybe at the idea agency so be gas is changing and found say chrome na we farming we do ya obetimi you should that system no a trash base bibia we bia betimi dia boa critical thinking issues obetimi solve teamwork communication confidence those things in betimi aboa no me and dream said be a take and I na dream call usually this program here time Wednesdays every Wednesday 4 to 5 p.m. or US Eastern time and Ghana time no and 9 to 10 p.m. Ghana time. So I say we are part of, and as I say usually getting in touch. Call PATRIK BARFI, my friend saying my friend is PATRIK BARFI YouTube channel or subscribe and like to answer start to beat me subscribe to it. And your financial content I beat me about finance this and also finances and so here sometimes it me can use your finances content be or call PATRIK BARFI YouTube channel and social media handles name na PATRIK BARFI. Subscribe to it na be more aware what me are joining and I say so yeah I will subscribe and YouTube no hit ya domano so bell no and be ma wanya the info yo yenko yenhwa de kakra wa ha no and way of base kakra you see I call back to nyama will build this say which is the PO system but you kakra for my and I say you episode can one seems to see when you say almost you are almost there by we just build this specifically for Ikrum, right? Because of my home kakra I so build it up to that point now. What changing from the way this year you should know now a bit affect Ikrum.
Yeah, and the retail platform. A stores bit me use to autonoma also keep track of inventory management in Masano. We said in this about maybe 3 months or so. 3 months and that because I mean me was store we use to Ghana that. But the challenge I hear said 10 bia not internet ne ako off. 10 bia so internet ne use system because internet ne off. But the internet near on what me use to me about 30 transactions a day. Inti me no more kasa no say when the anka internet no anka and you sue internet anka ye power. Inti mo kind of say okay. Ana fedi me no be for kasa no so I had the Ghana internet boarding. Inti say anka met my media no sa in such a way in you sue internet anka ebeboa. Inti the Omoka na me yeah in this year a without internet. We're getting ready to start we're saying to say start rolling out that functionality, the offline, you're trying to offline. And the idea is that most of the solutions in Ghana, you were saying to say, I'm gonna build for more technical, I'm gonna build a SDK. Anybody that's building software, you see an offline SDK, so where you need an online based it will become offline. But and Sunny be do you say system you're offline and make sure so who you answer by next year we'll be rolling out the offline it's just an offline SDK, pretty much a solution that any and everybody that's building something in Ghana or across Africa, anywhere there's we're saying to say internet is an issue. You just go ahead and install our package into your app or whatever you're doing, and that's it. Your system will be offline.
All right, beside that Kasasa, no, I'm say, I was now can ye? I'm say I'm out for 1 year, papa. Can ye? Dear,
okay. Inti say, your fan say, oh, store, and that's a restaurant. Now your fan say, be a restaurant is the easy one. So, what me do? I said, I'll call McDonald's. Okay, system no more. A ton of money, a ring no money up, and also no so for retail stores, the inventory management. Inti your fan say, be a okofa no maba. Okofa no money bana wo ton on calculate no man say okay. ABI no matter what ton ABI 1,000 CDs, and I said 10,000 CDs, and then normal now the akeni into a better track also another so when there's a platform, we have different if I say in the restaurant environment, so we ban out orange up in the normal. Once orange up in the normal, we are or kitchen one your kitchen display. You know, obo ni mo no pakoni twi aya na a show up o kire ho. So mo ye aduane no aso mo screen so. No ma ye aduane, mo wie ya no mo mia so mo ye wie. Mo mia so mo ye wie ya na customer no. So waiting to say. So you see a menu board you know so you see a menu board you will say
so let me say we see because esa dey for na echi na yetimi achreche no so it does because but the good thing is where I was very very happy is where we don't
offline.
have to use internet. Yes, offline.
Yeah.
Kibitimi BBC DBA na BBA ebetimi suit a system na no ye chance DBA PC su microphone. Yeah, system no internet na boarding, you know, do like so issue. Tinya say kebedwin that way and no ye chance say DBA na we do my sinti o see duru ho no.
So you know I didn't say obia ba na many brony be can some way. Na many brony be can want some. Obia ba America, obia ba be pejuma. Aye bibi wo fie. Nti oba ono no pressure that done so no omo mu fie no be we my be sit down we be we. Nti esa na ono oba the focus is to generate, right? A machine generates the money or clock in clock out. Oh, nti obi wo hon I mean you were very intelligent people. I mean, so only Ghana need national
very
like you know we from intellectual side, but because of the maybe our environment is free
pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, yo. I say you know everybody view the side there 1 year how or try so per se o my TSC say may fire drink when see say a bateka baby an year drink no the movie between so nyama bebree ti may jimu na say obi a per se what so wakra na office be when you too much na wontimi nya pa kora bi na sponsor no so start me fi say bibi betimi din puntu aba ukura wo ene betimi aboa akora na nkasa so na bia na busua wose bia unim
yebema discount nti obi obe invest in a plan yebema discount nti yebeche bonus so
okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, until that is an AC can spend wisely, save intentionally, and make sure say you also be generous. You said you one fancy or the babeche. To that note, no, I will go through commercial if you want to meet us on Wednesday, every Wednesday. Say beya even no ibetimi nyasa nchichiwe ibetimi aboaye ama etimi edrechi your friend saying guy like Mark was say thank you say well naniaji you know so Wednesday you know go to PATRIK BARFI subscribe na share every Wednesday very exciting uba when you now when to me my life ubinya no we your friend saying or YouTube channel and I say YouTube other social media handles no ama etimi aboa you guys eti em say mepe em say I was say any ya no etimi ka that system no ho asem na bibi amanfo ebetimi start a request and I say unya start ma number board sir.
Yeah, I mean, see, you meet master to register, so they can they can get in touch. But see, I know Ghana, I feel like yeah, forming team, no, the sales organization there are I'm gonna handle most of, you know, getting people on board, and then my side, so used to a machine are opening, you know, they'll handle that. Yeah, I mean, they can start reaching out now, and then it do start time now. I'll connect them to the right people.
Okay. Yo, anything for nti no sɛ ne sitii no commercial bɛkɔ a na next time yɛbɛhyia